Avery, last week I told Neil Melancon he better come up with some better news for us on the bottom line because I paid $22 for two ribeyes last week at the grocery store.
Well, there might be a problem. As Neil takes a look at the latest grocery store price survey, I'm betting in this week's bottom line, TWILA's Neil Melancon says we're still going to be paying more.
The bottom line is brought to you by the Cotton Board, strengthening the fiber of our industry.
Well, prepare to be disappointed, Kristen, and everyone else hoping we'd see lower prices this time around. It's pretty much higher for most grocery store items in the latest Farm Bureau survey. It included 16 items, and the total cost was $53.32, almost a full dollar from the spring survey higher, and $2 full, 14 cents above 1 year ago. That said, the news is not all bad, and if you take into account a couple of the items, the price rise is actually pretty moderate. So first up is the big price gain, eggs and meat. Eggs by themselves account for almost all of the gain, almost $1 up from last year. And as you can see, that's all due to avian influenza. The price rise hit chicken as well, with boneless breast as the second largest price rise on the list. Pork prices are up as well, with bacon being a big hit in popular culture lately, helping drive demand there. Beef prices are up, but at almost a dime higher than 6 months ago. We can start to see the effect I talked about last week in the beef industry, a leveling off that will hopefully trigger lower prices at the grocery store in the not too distant future. In the non-meat area, we can see prices rise along with some of the issues going along in the U.S. cheese industry. Those cheese prices are up, as we'll see in a minute, and that's strange due to milk prices being down. The reason is because the industry sees a glut in production and so have cut manufacturing for cheese, cream, and butter. In fact, butter hit a record high price in September despite a production surplus and exports down almost 75%. Bag salad prices are up almost 50 cents, and that's almost certainly due to the effects of drought in California, where a lot of our produce comes from. Potatoes and oat cereal saw gains, but they're moderate there. Now here's some good news. Sliced deli ham is down big time, off 73 cents as pork production continues to fill the void left behind by beef. Vegetable oil down almost as much, due in part to our higher crush for soybeans and dropping grain prices. Breakfast staples OJ and whole milk are down. The only thing wrong there is that with as much production and dairy as we've seen, it would seem to be down a whole lot more. Milk production is 1.5% above production-wise where it was a year ago. The bottom line is, this is really expected. I know we've reported a lot about the prices at the grocery store stabilizing, and actually, this is what it looks like. Some prices up and some prices down. I think we will see a decrease in prices in the coming months, and more of those foods either going into the negative column, or if they increase, won't increase near as much. And guys, coming up is another survey that will be around Thanksgiving time, and that's when we're going to see if these holiday discounts really come into play. You know, they tend to start discounting to attract shoppers, and hopefully we'll see another drop then.
Well, I was thinking we might see lower prices because of lower fuel prices. I mean, a lot of what we pay at the grocery store is not to the farmer, it's transportation. And
packaging and marketing and that kind of thing. And that could be, but there again, we run into the problem of sticky prices, where, you know, grocery stores, they, number one, tend to buy in bulk, so they're still, you know, working off a lot of that inventory there. And number two, they're not going to invest in these lower prices until they're sure they're going to stay around, and so that's why we see those prices higher.
We're looking forward to that Turkey Day survey, but
she's mad.
I told you if you didn't have any better news, don't come back. I'm done with you.
It's not, maybe by Thanksgiving. Will you give me till Thanksgiving at least?
I might be dead and homeless and living in a ditch by then.
$22 for 2 steaks, man.
She's hurting, man.
Yeah. Soybean prices are down. You hadn't brought any good news for farmers. That's my other source of income.
Yeah.
Soybean prices are down. Rice prices are down. So pretty much you're saying everything is bad at the White House.
Yeah, well, I am sorry to you and to Landon as well.
But we thank you for your report. Thanks, Neil.
That does it for this edition of TWILA. Be sure to join us next week when we probably won't have any better news on grocery prices, but what we will have is a series of stories profiling Louisiana farmers and ranchers.
And until then, you can watch any of our stories online on our website at twilatv.org. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and also, we promise, we will bring good grocery store prices eventually.
For all of us here at TWILA, I'm Kristen Oakes White. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again right here next week.